Parisians poop in the river.
Look it up.
They set up a bunch of toilets.
Parisians poop in the river.
Yeah.
This is a picture of what Joe's talking about.
Yeah, that is it. Bart's not gonna know the reference at all.
No,
Bart doesn't know this reference with that top hat and that purple jacket.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that the Bellagio?
We are talking right now about pretty much the biggest story in sports. The boxer who is perhaps maybe a dude who punched fought a female in the Olympics.
It's a maybe? Like it's questioned?
It's been, there's so much shit about
What
this.
do you mean?
Yeah, what's going on? Can somebody update me?
Yeah, so I think this is the most updated I know from fans telling me is she's, and then because of the country she's from and the governing
Algeria.
yeah, and the governing body of the boxing association there, they're saying everything that's given you kind of have to take with a grain of salt because they don't have the greatest checks and balances. Kind of like, you know, we watched the Netflix documentary Icarus. Like if Russia says, "Oh, we're not taking steroids," it's like that's their version of it. So based off of what they say, it's she was born a female. Has identified as a female.
Iman Khalif or something.
Yes.
Identified as a female her whole life. The dad views her as a daughter, but the thing that's, I guess, where people are kind of like, well, is she biologically a female, is that she has a Y chromosome.
Yes.
So with the Y chromosome, growing up with the Y chromosome, then comes all the Y chromosome benefits.
Testosterone 20 times more than
Yes.
the average.
But
female.
genital wise, she claims she is female.
A taco.
Wait,
But her body produces sperm.
Is it like a...
So she's
like intersex.
So she's,
Yeah,
so she's the
They call it
1%.
DSD.
She's the 1% or like 1 to like 4% of the entire population. So she's like literally like, I don't know. It's like
You can't say hermaphrodite no more?
I think you can call them middle sex or something. Or
You can call him Jamie Lee Curtis.
But that's...
I think that's it.
Okay, so it's like, it's not, it's one of those, you're born with, not like,
got
she
both.
did hormones, she didn't identify. It was just one of those...
Your DNA got all messed up.
Yep.
Got all
yeah.
mixed up.
So she has XY,
Oh, wow,
but
this is
but she
complicated.
claims that she has female genitalia. One of the funniest things I saw.
I've seen a couple funny
Let's get right to it.
Well, one of the funniest things I saw is a lot of people have been putting AI filters on her face.
Oh no.
And all AI scans it, says male immediately.
Wow.
Honestly, I was watching.
And AI is made by liberal fucks.
I was
So her
watching.
own liberal programs is calling her a fuck.
Is that a scientific quote?
Yes.
Does she look like a man, talk like a man?
She kind of looks like she boxes like a man. I was watching some of her fights.
Her
I was
right
like,
cross is like a man.
but like she was fighting southpaw, so that's the shot that landed. You know, like that's what she needed to hit.
Alright.
And apparently big Fast and Furious fan.
Really?
Big time.
Oh, then she's a man. Yeah.
She said the last one was next level. That's a quote. That says a lot.
I don't know that many girls that like Fast and Furious.
What is crazy is that a lot of celebrities and a lot of media outlets and anybody who is like already on the fence, in a sense, jumped the gun and was like, "Yo, like this is fucked up. This is a biological male
Right.
coming into this fight." But then suddenly, like maybe a day and a half later or whatever, everybody's coming out. It's like, I'm from Algeria. Like she is a biological female. She just happens to have this like, you know.
But that's the crazy part. How do you define biological now? Because she has a Y chromosome, but doesn't have the.
I get it, but
Well,
I think
Angela-
it's the black and whiteness of everybody being like, this is a man, but it's like, dude, she was.
Yeah, but how did it come on the scene, right? Angela Carini, the Italian boxer, got punched and like basically said after 45 seconds, she's like, nah, I can't do this shit. And then she told everybody, that's the hardest I've ever been punched in my life. Like, it's up to the IOC to do something about
And
it.
she's had like I looked up her record. She's not like a inexperienced amateur. She's had like 100 fights.
So it means
She's in the
Khalif.
Olympics.
Exactly.
But it means
Sometimes different countries, you never know how many fights some of these guys have. You know,
And if they're real.
exactly.
The Italian.
The Italian, Greene.
So then Amin Khalif apparently fought a bunch of other women and lost.
Yeah, she has like seven losses, but when you see him fight, she's fighting like girls who are really good boxers. The one I saw, like the only one I could find on YouTube was Khalif. She fought this girl from Ireland. who's Katie Taylor's teammate.
Yes.
Legit boxer.
Harrison or something, or Huntington?
Yeah, her last name.
Her name is
Kelly something.
I got it right here. Amy Broadhurst.
Broadhurst. Yeah, that's the fight I saw.
Oh, okay.
And she just looked like maybe it was up a weight class because she just looked bigger. And she kind of Khalif was a little taller and a little skinnier, but she kind of just looks like a weak guy fighting. You know, like she just doesn't look like very strong, but.
I thought this was Colin Kaepernick fighting. I'll be honest, because it looks.
That's what AI thought.
Yeah, like oh man.
I mean, that's pretty close.
That's what AI thought. AI was like, dude, for sure.
I think she's fighting up a weight class, lower
You
weight
got
class.
a window that's covering half of it.
Here's the other thing that I think really like fed into the uproar is I think branding is everything, and with the Olympics opening ceremony, it kind of set the tone for a fuck show. So it's like if this is gonna be like, because Olympics used to be like prestigious, the elite of sports, you know, like we have the highest level of competition to inspire the next generation of children to do well in sports. But now it was almost like the opening act was like this very like, I don't know, like circusy fucking clown show. So now, because you set the tone for the whole event to be like that, anything that you see that's kind of fishy, people are already on edge. And I go like, I think they did a bad job with just the whole branding of this Paris 2024 Olympics.
You know what's funny though is I thought French were like so artistic and whatever. That was so poorly done. Like, did you see if it looked like a fucking bunch of like film students in high school put it together as a project. The CG was horrible. The set was like covered in rain.
You see that guy's ball sack?
I saw the guy's ball sack. It looked like a bad circus, I thought.
That was weird.
It was like
Was
like,
it a ball sack or was it just like a hole in his knit tight?
That was his testicle, my friend.
It was round for sure.
they did a comparison
Scrotility.
of China's like intro show versus France.
China did kill it.
China fucking crushed it,
was
dude.
crazy.
It made me want to be communist.
Me too.
Like I was like, "Where's Chairman Mao? I want to shake his hand."
I
you
see
know?
the benefits of this.
Yeah.
So if you see a show opener like that, right, then it gives legitimacy to the whole event. Then if you see Imani or Imaine like box, then you're like, okay, I'm pretty sure IOC did their due diligence and she's indeed a female. But when the opening act is already like shaky, you're just like, I'm just gonna question everything.
Yeah, like why are French people so lazy?
That's, yeah.
Like that's what I want to know.
Me too.
Because if they're lazy on the intro, they're gonna be lazy on checking the drug test.
Checks and balances. Yep.
And did you know that all the athletes, like their dorm rooms, didn't have AC?
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh my god.
USA had to fucking install AC
I heard that.
for their athletes.
And the
How
food
dare
was
they.
apparently the food was bad. They didn't have like fucking meat, so
all
the
vegan.
U.S. had to fly in like fucking steak and shit.
yeah, French food is horrible. We've been there.
French food is terrible.
In the summer, it's so hot in Paris, it sucks.
And it's stinky.
It stinks. It's so
The
bad.
people are mean and they're really mean to you.
Yeah, and it smells like smog.
I'm like, can you take my picture with all my friends? And they're like, no, peel.
I do have to give props though, because Celine Dion coming out was still tight. I think that was tight.
Yeah, that was tight.
Right?
Yeah.
Best part of
I
that.
didn't see it.
Celine, that was.
I was looking at some guy's testicle over and over again.
Post her documentary about her having like stiff person syndrome and like her vocal cords and her sickness and all that stuff. Seeing her come out was sick. But another thing that was sick and hilarious was them.
Sick and what do you mean sick and hilarious? You just said it was sick.
Yeah, sick like hip hop sick, and then like literal sick and hilarious. Afterwards was them spending over $1 billion to clean up the Seine River. So
And
that
then they
Olympians
shit
could-
in it.
So the Olympians could swim in it, and then people are out like there's like memes of them like coming out of the river just like throwing up.
Yeah, they couldn't swim. It was a triathlon. They had to like postpone it.
That's crazy.
Did you see what? Did you see like after they cleaned it up, they just set up a hella toilets, and then all the Parisians decided to shit in it.
No, shut up.
Is that real?
Yeah. Look it up. Look it up. Parisians poop in the river.
Look it up.
They set up a bunch of
Google
toilets.
Parisians poop in the river.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. In the Seine River.
Yeah. And they set up a bunch of toilets on the river.
Oh
What
god,
the
why'd they do
fuck?
Because French people are lazy. They fucking love protesting. They
And
hate
always
do you
protesting
remember?
with shit.
Yes. The French farmers fucking brought dump trucks of shit and just left it at the tax collection center.
this? This is a picture of what Joe's talking about.
Yeah, that is it. Bart's not gonna know the reference at all.
No,
Bart doesn't know this reference with that top hat and that purple jacket.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that the Bellagio?
Is that the Bellagio? That's amazing. I see why you thought that. I can see that because of the background and shit like that.
Oh my
That's the chocolate fucking river.
Dumbass is what he looking like.
That's in France, huh?
That's actually the first picture that came up when I googled Parisians pooping in the sea.
But did you notice like the production? Well, Assassin's Creed transition was fucking sick, right? The guy was doing parkour.
I thought it was an ode to fucking Joan of Arc.
She was She was in a parkour.
Okay.
She was a big parkour chick.
Yeah, it was the character from Assassin's Creed, but
Mother of parkour.
the production was so shit. Did you notice all the water on the lens?
No.
Like half of the yeah, but dude,
they have
wipe your
lens hubs
fucking
and shit.
camera, dude.
Yeah.
Like half of it was blurry. I was like, what the fuck?
Can't even see the show.
Dude, they're so lazy. I could picture the fucking dude just smoking on a cigarette. He's not even looking at the camera.
Forgot to hit record.
And then he's just talking to somebody on the side, smoking a fucking cigarette. Like,
Hey, at least they showed up for work at 9 o'clock at night. Because it was late.
It was like.
Did you guys see
That's
the
French.
going back to the boxing fight? Did you guys see the actual boxing fight?
Saw the whole 46 seconds, yeah.
It was pretty weird.
No, I didn't.
I could play it for you if you want.
she took a dive?
But it's,
I also don't go based on the facial structure since like I come from the fitness space and I know what steroids can do to females.
hella dykey chicks in there. Hella dykey looking chicks in there.
Yeah.
true.
Well, I don't know if they're dykey, but like their just bone structure becomes more masculine.
yeah, looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, literally, dude. So I don't really pay attention to the face because I know what can happen. But like knowing that there's an XY chromosome, that should have been a thing.
Don't look here. Look here.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes you can just look here and go, she eats box.
Yep.
No question.
Like a champ.
No
Look at that
question
jawline.
about it.
Look at that.
Like she's
jawlines
trying to
are
get
nice.
a trophy.
When the chin's so fucking chiseled that it looks like she has an underbite, that's when you know
She's gonna fight again tomorrow.
Oh, right. Did you see all the memes where like the U.S. is gonna bring out their girl and it's just Mike Tyson in a wig?
She can be beat. I've seen her get beat.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what people. I don't think people know that she's fought women before, and it's actually not quite like she's got a fucking dick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
It's not like that one swimmer, was it Leah Thompson,
Thompson,
or
yeah.
where it's like you see the track record, it's like number one.
Seeing it is pretty jarring though. Like,
I will say though, like if in fact from Algeria she really was born a female and like she has that taco down there and like these are things she can't control, but like the whole world is like going ape shit about. I do feel really bad for her.
dude, everybody has a take on. I was trying to look up her fights, more of her fights, but it's it's this old Filipino guy having a take on it. Like everyone from all over the world having a take about why she shouldn't be boxing.
Wow.
So I don't know. It seems like everyone's just really fired.
And, I mean, it's fair for everybody to have their take. It's just like it would be better if it was on like the right information, because there's also a fuck ton of headlines like biological male.
Someone. Who do we get mad at?
Bart for sure. Bart was loud as fuck early.
Yeah, Anthony was calling it a taco earlier. I don't know about that. I don't like that.
His was pretty scientific.
Yeah, his was. I think he had one of the most accurate ways of telling if they're male or female.
Oh yeah, like if it's a woman who can't choose how to find her food or whatever.
Honestly, I saw Bart's video first, and I didn't know what he was talking about, so then I had to do some research after.
Me
And then what
too.
did you think?
I didn't
I was
think
like,
so.
Bart's right as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but he was right.
Isn't there a second one in the? Is it a
Second one? What do you mean one?
Yeah, I'm just being very, very careful and not saying it.
Oh.
Whoa.
Another person intersex gender.
Oh, the Taiwanese one.
Oh yeah. What sport are they in?
Boxing too, but I think she also, I don't know what her situation is, but biologically when they test them, she didn't pass either as female.
You know, a lot of long jump and, you know, pole vaulting and all these girls show up on my feed, but I never see them on the Olympics.
Yeah, as we discussed earlier, your For You page is so insane you should probably go to prison.